Good afternoon, everyone. I hope everybody is having a wonderful day today. And we're just going to jump right into what this is. You probably read in the caption of what it's going to be about. And it's about dating in your 50s or 40s or 60s. Anything in the Gen X, late millennial time is what I'm going to sit here and talk about for a second. Folks, anybody that's taking a breath of air today knows this world is absolutely slap out of its mind. And I did say slap out of its mind. So that's a Kentucky saying if you want to pick it up. That's it. But I will tell you this. Kentucky is broke down into, well, 4 areas. Just to get this off. And this goes with the dating aspect as well. You have Eastern Kentucky and Southern Kentucky. The Interstate 75 runs right down through the middle of the state where I'm at. And then you have I-64 that goes right through the middle going east and west. That's divided up into 4 sections: east, west, central, and northern. You'll notice people in eastern and southern that'll talk in the same kind of dialect. Here, northern, and this dialect. This is around the Lexington area within about 30 miles. Then the western is more like your western folks, but still country. My town's about 100,000 people. When I grew up, it was about 8,000 people. So that just goes to tell you how much this place is just growing exponentially. People everywhere. Grocery store full of people. They're building a new Publix. It'll be full. Aldi's just right behind this phone. Walmart, Save-A-Lot, and they're all slam-packed every day. If you want to meet people here, you can. That's not a problem. There's local hangs out here that there is people hanging out every day of the week. But I'm going to tell you something. Anybody that's on here that's about dating, if you do that, you won't do it long, because what you will get run through is more than the human mind can take, in my opinion. I spent 45, close to 45 years, should I say, in the dating pool. From the time I was 15 years old, I started going out. And it was way different. We met people, and I call it in the wild. We met people out in the wild. You could go to a bar on the weekend. Wednesday night was always ladies' night, or Thursday, depending on where you was going. We went from Wednesday to Sunday to bars. And if any of you all know anything about the country music industry, John Michael Montgomery, Eddie Montgomery, Troy Gentry, Montgomery Gentry, John Michael Montgomery, his son, Chris Stapleton. All these folks are right here from the area that I'm at. I'm within 12 miles of me, or some of the others 20 miles. But I watched all of these people start out before they was ever known anywhere. And I went to these bars, and if you had any game, any kind of game, it was on. You could go up and ask somebody to out, you could talk, you could buy drinks, you could sit and have a great conversation, or you could go out and have a good time, man. It was just the way it was. Things were just so much easier. These wasn't around. They were through the 90s, but not as relevant as they were in the mid-2000s. When you could start taking pictures and texting, and the Blackberries came in, everything changed. When the internet came in, everything changed. And it made everything, I think, harder in that aspect. In other aspects, it didn't. But in the dating world, these phones screwed the dating world. In my opinion, and for my generation, we already had our stuff lined out. I mean, we dated when it was just simple. You picked up a phone, you called someone that you'd met. You got a telephone number, not an email, not Facebook, not Instagram, not anything. You got a phone number on a napkin from the bar. And you went home. What's up? How you doing? That's the way it was. Any of you guys on here, older fellas, that are from your late 40s to whatever, mid 40s, whatever, you lived in that era. You know what I'm talking about. The days then were grand, should I say. And I dated a lot. And I had a good time. Absolutely. And I didn't get married till I was 30 years old. So that goes to show you what I'm talking about. That's why I'm single now again. I was married for 8 years. Didn't work out. Went through a terrible divorce. Cost me $200,000+. But it was worth every penny of it now. Then, it was not. And I was a very angry person then too. So that's what I don't want to get back into, is that. That's why I stay single, because I'm not going through that again, ever. And I've seen some of my friends take 3 and 4 times before then they finally got the message. After it cost them everything 3 or 4 times. You only have to slap me once in the face with something to let me know that I don't need to do that again. And dating, that's what it feels like to me. That's exactly what it feels like to me. I couldn't even imagine going and asking a woman out. Absolutely not. Or would I? And I've had people reach out to me on here. No. I'm not doing it. I don't care where it's at. I don't care if you live here in my town. I wouldn't do it. Especially somebody in another state. Are you crazy? I'm not doing that. I'm not going anywhere where I've got to go and travel, long distance relationships, or any of that stuff. No. Absolutely not. And anybody that wants to do it, hey, knock yourself out. Knock yourself out. Do whatever makes you happy. That's what I tell everybody. But that doesn't make me happy. And never has and never will. Dealing with an eye infection in this eye, and it's absolutely killing me. And that sun, I've scratched it so much I can't hardly keep it open. So excuse the glasses, but that sun's shining and it's killing me. But anyway, folks, dating has went into a dimension that I don't understand. I don't want to understand it. I don't even want to put any time forth into understanding it. Anybody that wants to do it, I wish you the best. 100%. Knock it dead. Knock it dead. I hope you get everything you want and then some. Woman or man. But when I see women in their 50s and 60s, and they're out here struggling with men, and the things that I hear from them, and then they're back on here wanting to do it again. I want to ask, when do you get enough? When do you get enough that you understand that this is not working out? I'm going to quit before I get into something I don't need to get into. That's what I see. I see the drama of it all. The police coming and going. People getting their cars tore up. People in their house tears up someone's house because they get into a fight. Because nobody right now is doing well. We're all under so much stress and anxiety from everything that goes on in our lives now. And dating is just one I don't need. So, all of you guys out there that are doing it, more power to you, man. Knock it out. But I'm not going to be one of them. It's too much. Too much. I just don't have the time. Don't have the energy. And I like my peace, my comfort. I'd rather have that than I would anything. And you don't understand. I understand if you don't understand, because it takes somebody that does understand to understand, if you get what I mean, and all that. So I did plenty of it, more than I should have. Just to tell you that way, I dated more than I should have. It wasn't nothing for me to be dating a couple or more at the same time, but they all knew that. I didn't tell them that they were the only one. And if they weren't good with it, that's okay too, I understand. But that's the way it is. And then I finally met somebody that I didn't feel that way about. And then that happened. So you have no control of that. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, don't do anything. It just is what it is. And anybody that's on here that is in your early, mid 50s, you know what I'm saying. You've struggled, or you've been struggling, or you're starting to struggle because it's happened to you. These very things that I'm talking about. When you have to start over, I started over at 36. I couldn't imagine start over at 50, like I see some of the fellas on here. I can't even imagine that. What it would be like to have to give up your kids, your grandkids, and all that stuff, and you get stuff and you leave. I couldn't do that. I would just, I've always owned where I live, and that's for the reason why, because I'm not going to be made get out. That's just not going to happen. So that's another reason why I don't want anybody in my life, because seemingly when somebody gets their foot in the door, then they feel like they got to say. Not in my house, you don't. You're not paying no bills here, you don't have no say here. So that's the way I see it. And I'm going to keep it that way, because that's where I want to be. But I have people that ask me, how do you spend that time alone and all this stuff? Because that's what I want to do. You don't understand, I enjoy that time alone. All the time alone? No. I find stuff to do. I have things to do. I have hobbies that I like. I don't have to ask anybody, what time do I need to be back? I don't have nobody calling me, hey, when you coming home? Or texting me, hey, this, that. Nope. And I like it that way. Find it however you want to find it. I have married friends. They like being married, and they like having their families and so forth. But sometimes they even tell me, man, you got it made. I kind of wish I was like that, but, then again, I'd miss my family. I understand. But I don't have a family. So I don't have anybody. All of my family is gone. I don't have any kids. I don't have any nephews, nieces, nothing. My brother didn't have children. My brother had a really, really crazy job. And he would have been really hard for him to have kids. And if you guys have been in the military, you know what it's like to be away from your kids. You know what it's like to be away from your wife for long periods of time, or maybe never come back to them. That's the life he lived, because that's what's his life. And he passed away. He was younger than I am, actually, by about a year. And so I got to see what that was all about too. He tried marriage too, and it didn't work out. So neither one of us. And I don't know if it's just the fact that we dated so long, because he was in his 30s before he got married. We both were, because we liked that single life. I did. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed being single. and I enjoy being able to come and go as I pleased. So find it however you want to find it. You can say, well, that's not very nice, or well, that's very selfish. No, it's not, because I told people before they got involved with me how it was, and you knew right from the beginning. It wasn't like I was keeping it from you. You could say if you want, or you could go if you want. And that might seem harsh, but it's not. It's being very, very honest and direct. And I see women now that are very direct on what they want. It's like going for a job interview. There's no way I have the time for that, nor would I even want to make it. So guys, the ones of you that are dating, good luck, man. I hope everything works out for you great. The ones that's not dating, like me, you know where I'm coming from too. And if you're lonely, man, I understand that too, because the older you get, the less friends you have, the less choice you have in dating, if you wanted to. And everybody that you're going to date has already been married, divorced, widowed, or too damn young. That's your options, and that, to me, that's no options for me. I'm done with that. So I don't know any other way to put it, but that's it for me. And I wish anybody, woman, man, whoever, I wish you the best, and I hope you get who you want. I hope you're satisfied, and I hope that all of your boxes get checked off. But I don't see how they're going to happen, because I see a lot of boxes, and I am not about to check on any of them, because it's too much for me. So that's my plan, and that's what I'm going to stick to. I'm too old to change for anything like that, and I'm not even going to try it. But hey guys, take it easy. I wish you much luck on either way you choose. And ladies, I wish you the same thing. I don't mean this toward anybody bad. No one. I don't have any ill will toward anyone, and nor do I want to have any. So that's why another reason I don't date, because somebody's gonna get their feelings hurt, and today somebody might do something that you don't want to have done to you. I mean, it's better be careful today on who you make mad, or who you lead in the wrong direction, because it ain't like that no more. It used to, you might get away with it, but you won't get away with that these days. And if you're cheating on your spouse, woman or man, and you get caught, you deserve what you get, because that right there is the lowest form of a human can possibly be. It's to just sit right up and lie to someone's face, and while you got their heart in your hand. That is soulless, in my opinion. So, but anyway, folks, that's my gist on the dating thing as of right now. I have a lot more, but I may put it out and I may not. So it's kind of personal, and I might not want to do that. But anyway, I appreciate anyone that's watching, and I appreciate anyone that comments, subscribes, or likes, or anything. And you can just make a comment on what you think. That's fine with me, man. I do it don't cost you nothing. So anyway, thanks folks. I appreciate it. God bless. Take care of yourselves and have a wonderful week.